The dude is 2 hours late, but Darian finally uploaded season 1 of Vita Carnis season 2. So 2 hours later, we're finally watching it. I saw the teaser. It's gonna be very scary.
Today something has happened within the restricted zone, where a large group of cultists have been apprehended. Several teams of military personnel have arrested some high-ranking cultists and have unmasked their identities to the public. Shockingly, several of these members are well-renowned politicians and high-ranking members of multiple governments across the
Many
globe.
documents have been released providing sufficient proof of the atrocities that
That's the Living Meat organization, right? I'm pretty sure they got in legal trouble before.
torture, ritual sacrifice, and the list goes on.
The members are found guilty of deliberately
this is the
providing false
meat
information to the public in an attempt to cause harm.
The new Trier company has been found to have very significant ties with cultist activities and has been shut down. All new Trier products have been deemed hazardous for consumption.
Cultivation farms are facing pressure to shut down.
Public unrest grows as the new Trier cult case brings more crimes that were hidden
Mimics
away
left
to light.
unchecked.
The people are outraged by how little was actually being done.
They demand that something be done to handle the Carnis species.
Riots appear in the streets as protests begin to turn aggressive.
Our leaders were plotting against us. We
Secret
got.
world order.
What happens now?
I don't even know what this is. Is this the singularity?
Welcome to Magister's Wonder Show.
What?
I am the Magister.
What is this?
And get ready to explore all of the world's wonder. Today, we are learning about the circle of life.
But okay, Dr. Marshall Trados. Or Trados, what the fuck say that? Head director of CARCA, Vita Carnis, June 30th, 91.
Test report number 4. We still know very little about the nature of the entities. There are 7 singularities in total. Each singularity is roughly 1 meter in diameter. We are unable to sample it in fear of causing potential damage. The material is very dark in color, but has red shimmers of light swirling inside. There are some hints of other colors present, but is mostly dominated by the red. Each entity hovers above the ground in a stationary position. Although they can be moved with relative ease, our equipment can detect some subtle pulses of energy in rhythmic but random patterns.
I think the monoliths also release an EMP. That is clearly a laugh. That is obviously a laugh.
We don't know if it is breathing or communicating.
It is.
We
It's
don't
so
even truly
communicating.
know if they are even organic.
It's pretty
This
clear
is
because,
nothing
like,
new.
I think in a
Just
previous video they
confirming what
said
we
that
already know.
the trimmings like electricity.
Our
And like they're
first experiments didn't
if
give
they're
any
constantly
interesting
making it, like
leads. The experiment we conducted showed extremely significant results. The experiment played out like this. In test chamber 1, a live cow was released into the chamber with V1 for an extended period. They were left together for 24 hours. The test showed minimal results from the entity and an increase in stress from the cow. Next, the body of a cow was put into the chamber with V1 for 24 hours. The results were extraordinary.
it came back to life. Oh, what the heck? It,
5 hours after the whole
What
body
the
had
heck?
been ingested, concentrations of crawl rapidly grew from several points from within the chamber.
Did it eat the cow? Did this 0 point thingy eat the cow? It like disintegrated and a bunch of crawl appeared.
5 hours after the whole body had been ingested, concentrations of crawl rapidly grew from several points from within the chamber. What this could mean, it rewrites everything
Knows
we
the
knew
news.
about the Vita Carnis.
First, a young larva hatches from within its egg. It will roam around and find food to help it grow and grow. Once they are big enough, they transform into a pupa. And after some more time, they
That is
transform
some
into an
editing.
adult.
Dr. Rhodes Service.
Audio log. Progress report for crawl samples. Cultivation has been successful. So far, we grew them with 3 specific environmental factors. 1 is our control group, 2 with access to additional nutrition sources, and 3 with exposure to radio signals. Group 1 grew on par with standard crawl samples. No distinct abnormalities. Group 2 grew at a faster pace than the control group, as expected. No distinct abnormalities. Group 3 grew against its normal pattern, weaving its way toward the radio. Once the device was claimed, it switched to usual growth patterns. Again, no distinct abnormalities.
So the crawl, like, eats things. So it, like, summons crawl.
V1 samples have seemingly been able to produce nodules at a slightly quicker rate than wild samples. Control groups show that V1 samples begin node development a few days faster. More time will be needed to say for sure. As for the nodes themselves, there aren't any distinct abnormalities.
Okay, Dr. Fawn Pinitro, however, how do you use it?
log. Progress report for trimming colony. A new batch of juveniles were added to the main colony at the beginning of the new progress report. It did provide the circumstances to document more of their interactions. Trimmings communicate through a series of vocal cues.
But can I just
Colony
say,
members meet.
can I just say Darian's, like, filmmaking and, like, modeling has gotten so much better?
They also are not afraid to show us when they are upset.
Damn.
Trimmings also use some physical displays as well. For example, trimmings do a chewing or chatter motion with their mouths when they are happy or interested in something. We took one of the trimmings and had them in place in a modified enclosure. A speaker would play 2 separate audio cues. A positive cue would play, followed by a treat, and a negative cue followed by a small spray of cold water.
Did it have that many legs last time? Hey! It is not like water, bro.
There's many dangers out there in the world.
Yes.
There are many predators that would love to have beetles for a snack. And unfortunately, not all beetles make it. Yes, it is sad, but that's how the circle of life works. But look, one of the beetles has laid eggs.
This
And
art is
once the
very good,
beetle's
I'll
eggs
say that.
hatch, the beautiful cycle starts again, and life continues on.
That it? Dang, dude. I don't think we've had, like, voice acting in the series since that, mimic instructional video. That was actually really cool. Was it worth the freaking 2-hour wait? Probably, actually. It may have been worth the 2-hour wait. My thing was, I just didn't want it to release on, like, Monday. That's when I would have been upset. If it released on, like, Monday or something.